All right, we're back, and you know, let's go ahead and just continue with this news right here. Now, this next name, I know I'm going to butcher. I always do. Guillermo del Toro, Guillermo, whatever. He was the director of Pan's Labyrinth, and he also he did the both Hellboys, Devil's Backbone, which I haven't seen, but I hear great things about. And yeah, he's doing The Hobbit coming up. Well, anyways, he's doing a movie. He just announced he's going to be producing a movie. It's going to be CG animated, for you fans of the CG animation out there. Day of the Dead. Now, before you get excited, it's not going to be a remake of Day of the Dead. It's actually going to be a, he says it's going to be a Romeo and Juliet type story, but set in Mexico. So,
interesting.
Well, here's the thing, you know, it sounds like it's kind of a lame, like, why would it be horror movie news, but you got to look at, like, Pan's Labyrinth. Like, it was, you know, you read the summary and it basically says, like, a girl slips into a fantasy world. But when you watch the movie, it's pretty dark. I mean, it's really...
it's pretty twisted.
It is. It really is. I mean, a lot of dark undertones, or overtones for that matter. I mean, so, yeah, and of course, you know, he produced the Orphanage, which was a great movie.
Good film.
Yeah, this guy actually liked it. I actually let him borrow it. I didn't think he'd like it, but dude actually, you know, wound up, you know, surprising me with it.
Subtitle film.
Yeah, if you don't like to read or can't read, I wouldn't recommend it to you guys. But everybody else, you know, I definitely, you know, get a chance to watch it. So, he produced that. Turned out really good. So, I think a CG movie with the... Now, how do you feel about the CG animation?
I like it. I think it's alright. The only one that I actually really cared for was the Resident Evil.
Yeah, you know, they did the Resident Evil. That's actually the only one I really watched, because the other one was, they did a Final Fantasy movie.
I'm not a big Final Fantasy guy.
I'm not either, so it didn't really grab me at all. But, you know, yeah, Resident Evil, I thought it was alright. But, yeah, for the most part, I mean, it depends on the stories, I guess. I mean, if the story's good, I'll check it out. And I'm sure this will be pretty good, so I'll definitely, you know, check this out. Another one is, now this is a little bit before our time, but there was a TV series that came on back in the 70s. The Night Stalker with Darren McGavin. Basically what it was about was he was a detective, and he always kind of went after the cases of, like, the unexplained. Like, you know, there was reports of a werewolf in the woods. He was on the case. And, you know, ran for a season. I guess it has kind of a cult following. I mean, there's people that like it. It spawned 2 movies, TV movies, mind you, but 2 movies nonetheless. Night Stalker and then The Night Strangler. So, anyways, the news is they're going to remake The Night Stalker. Now, once again, I'm not a huge fan. Like, I'm not a fan.
I've heard about it, but I never actually watched it.
Yeah, I mean, it really kind of lost on me until I heard the star is going to be Johnny Depp. I'm a huge Johnny Depp fan. You know, I don't really, you know, I'm not going to say like every movie he does is great, but he's usually really good in everything. Like, I didn't like Sweeney Todd, but I thought he did great in Sweeney Todd, you know. So, and then if that wasn't enough to kind of hook me into this movie, it's also going to be directed by the co-writer and director of such classics as Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz. And, of course, I'm a big fan. You got the poster. I don't know if you guys can see it at home or not, but I got the Shaun of the Dead poster right there.
Very good film.
Oh, it's great. Hilarious. Well, he's going to direct this. So, now he ain't going to write it. I wish he would, but, yeah, he's not writing it. They're actually looking for a writer right now, so, I don't know. I'll check it out. I mean, I'm kind of, like I said, Johnny Depp, Edgar Wright. I just hope Simon Pegg shows up. That's all I'm going to say right now. If Simon Pegg shows up, damn it, that'd be awesome right there. I don't care what the hell he does. He just show up for a minute, I'd be happy, you know, so... now this next, you know, little snippet of news, it's not really horror movie news, I guess, but, you know, whatever. I've read it on a horror movie site.
We'll throw it out there.
Throw it out there. The actor Daniel Von fuck it, I don't know. He was in, now I know, you may not know the actor, but you'll know the show he was on. You remember Malcolm in the Middle, right?
Yes, of course.
He was can you remember Francis, how he went to military school?
Yeah.
He was the principal.
Oh, okay.
And he's also on Super Troopers. He was the cop, the crooked cop at the end. You find out he's like the dirty one. Yeah, the dude has diabetes apparently. He was going to lose 2 toes. So instead of actually getting the procedure done or whatever, he tries to shoot himself. And I guess he succeeded in shooting himself, but he did not succeed in dying. Like, the dude's still alive.
Wow.
And it's horrible, you know, but the thing is, like, you know, the guy's making pretty decent money. I mean, even by our standards, anyway, he's making pretty good money.
Oh, yeah.
He's not balling like Brad Pitt, I'm sure. But, I mean, he's still getting those weekly checks in from Malcolm in the Middle, you know, residual checks. So, I mean, he ain't hurting that bad. I'm thinking to myself, like, you know, granted, yeah, diabetes is horrible. I mean, it runs in our family. And, like, I got it on the other side of the family, too. So, I'm definitely going to get raped by diabetes at some point in my life. Like, it's just going to happen.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm thinking to myself, like, you know, if I had his money, I wouldn't really care. Like, I'll give up 2 toes right now, and I'll trade him, you know.
Well, I'll give you one of my toes, you know.
You go in with a toe?
Oh, yeah,
well, you got a toe from him, a toe from me. We'll split the check. there you go, Daniel Von Bargen, whatever your last name is. So I hope you get well soon, though. I mean, and the reason why I guess it ties into horror movie news is he was in Lord of the Illusion, the Clive Barker movie, the last movie Clive Barker directed, actually, which is a shame. I mean, it wasn't really that good of a movie, but it got such bad reviews that Clive Barker just went into hiding. And he was in Thinner. He was the cop. So good movie.
Good movie. Oh yeah,
but,
good film.
So yeah. So it is what it is, I guess. So there you go. And then the last little snippet here of news we got this week is they are going to make, I guess it's already been made, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D. Now it's part 3 of like the new remake series, because you had the first set of movies. Well, now this is the next set, And they got bumped from, it was originally supposed to come out October of this year, and it got bumped to January 4th of next year. Now here's the thing, I guess some people are kind of upset about that, because, I mean, they want like that Halloween, that dark set,
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think really January's better for them, because really, what really gets released in January?
Yeah, not a whole lot.
Yeah, seriously. So, I mean, it's probably going to make pretty decent money, I would say. And, of course, another movie kind of took a spot, though, because when it got bumped out, another movie from the same production company got bumped in, from the same studio. There's a new movie called Sinister coming out.
Huh.
I don't know anything about it, but apparently it had an August release date, and it got bumped to October, which then bumped Texas Chainsaw to, January, which is probably good for Sinister, too, because let's face it, I mean, August is still kind of blockbuster movies coming out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it probably has a better chance of doing, good business in October, so, So, yeah, that's pretty much it right there. So, we'll go ahead and move right along.
All right.
Now, I kind of feel like our show kind of came out just a little bit late, because in January and February alone, it was just tons of horror movies coming out. I mean, you had The Woman in Black, Chronicle, which I guess is kind of sci-fi-ish, but it has like that horror element, I'm told. You had The Innkeepers, which looks incredible, I think. You had Underworld Awakening. You had The Wicker Tree, which is a sequel to The Wicker Man. The original, not that Nick Cage abortion that came out a couple years ago. Yeah, it sucked. They were coming out. So I was like, what's coming out in March? Because, March is around the corner. Yep. Springtime's coming up,
That's right.
For you basketball fans, the March Madness and all shit. But, I was like, what's coming out horror movie-wise? And so I looked it up. Only 3 movies as of right now is being released. We got Intruders with Clive Owen, which all I know about this movie is it's just the dude with the, he has like no face, I guess. And the poster's like Clive Owen, no face, and it says Intruders.
Huh.
I don't know. I guess the no face makes it a horror movie, but from what I caught on this plot line, which wasn't much, I literally just kind of seen man with no face, breaks in, I'm like, alright, I'm done. It kind of looks like a thriller in a way. I don't know. Check it out, I guess. We'll go more in depth on these movies when they, actually come out. So, the next one was Playback, which has Christian Slater, which I am a Christian Slater fan.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't really like any of his movies, but I like him. Like, he did, Broken Arrow.
Yeah. Hard Rain.
I haven't seen that. What is that?
He's a security guard at a bank, and they're transporting money, and in town that they're transporting money in, actually gets flooded, and a group of people which try to rob the bank, him and his driver, and transporting the money. So
pretty good stuff.
Oh yeah. It's action packed. I mean, it's a '90s film, so.
Well, that's back when he actually had a career.
Exactly.
He was all, and then my personal favorite was True Romance, which I thought he did brilliant in.
Yeah.
He was in the Heather, but enough about that. But he's going to be in this movie. But this movie looks horrible. Like, it has like that straight to video.
Cheesy look, kind of.
Yeah, but cheap. Like, and it's supposed to be a theatrical release. I think it's getting like a limited, release, but still, it just looks cheap. Like, it looks like something you'd find in your local video store. Playback with Christian Slater. I don't know. I saw the trailer. It looks like a Saw knockoff, but like a knockoff of a knockoff kind of thing. I don't know, but So Playback, I'm looking forward to. The one I am looking forward to is The Silent House with Elizabeth Olsen. It's a remake of a Spanish movie by the same title, and it has what's a little timer there going on. Basically, it has the gimmick to this movie is it's not really a gimmick per se, I guess. Yeah. I don't want to say gimmick because it kind of makes it look bad, but it's going to be at 88 minutes, but it's going to be like in real time, like one take,
I've seen previews for that movie, and it does look really good.
It's the one. I mean, out of the 3 is the one I definitely want to see.
Kind of the one
and don't let Elizabeth Olsen scare you off, though. That's the thing. Like, she's getting rave reviews. Like, she's in that Marcy, Maggie, Martha, May,
whatever it's called.
Whatever it is. The movie with the 4 female names in a row. And like she got great reviews for that. Like I don't know if she's up for a Spirit Award coming up, but I think she earned it. I mean, you know, from the reviews I read. And yeah, I mean, it's not like she's not doing like that New York Minute shit or you know the Olsen twins get lost on an island.
Oh,
I mean,
darn!
Like you know, like that woman, like that Olsen Jean, like just makes like bad movies, fucked Heath Ledger and is anorexic. She didn't get that.
No,
you know?
she got the good.
She got the talent. You know, so but yeah, that's movie's coming up. So look, we're gonna take a quick break, real quick. And I hope you guys come back, and you'll still be here, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I want to hear. You stay here.
Not disappearing.